I most of them will start joining, and let's kickstart our session. So, welcome to Hershakti program, Tech Transformation for Women Returnees, powered by KDM and Jobs for Her Foundation. So, today's session is about job search strategies, job ready strategies. Now, when you talk about job readiness, what are few things that come to your mind that you think will make you job ready?
Proper CV,
Sorry?
resume, the best resume, preparing a best resume. Okay, and networking.
Networking.
Yeah, these are the two things I can.
All right. So let us see what today's session entails. We are going to start with a little bit of SWOT dissection. Then I'm going to walk you through the portals. We are going to discuss about job descriptions, what is the way forward, etc. during this session. So to begin with, I want one person to share the SWOT and the others to help me dissect that SWOT. Okay. Have you all created your SWOT?
Moksha?
Yes. How many of you have not created the SWOT? You guys just told me you've done all assignments.
Yes, ma'am, I have done and I have forwarded in that module also, assignment module.
Okay. Okay, so we'll take Jaita SWOT. Okay. So Jaita,
Let
can
me,
you?
yes,
Yeah.
let me get the page. Wait.
Okay, sure. What about others? How many of you have done? I have got only one yes in the chat. Others have not done SWOT. PT, Chaitanya, Anu, Kajol, Nandini, Simi. You all have not done your SWOT?
Can
Okay.
I share?
Yeah. So you first tell me what are your strengths?
Okay, first I will tell you what is the meaning of SWOT. It is self-identification. So based on my strength, I have written,
Okay.
I have urged to learn. Like I always wanted to learn more in my.
Okay. You just give me the pointers. Whatever you have
Yes.
written, give the pointers.
Second one, my strength is thinking of hands-on solution by using presence of mind.
Okay.
After strength, my weaknesses are learning gap due to my personal responsibilities.
Okay.
My procrastination, or you can say lack of motivation.
Okay.
And my opportunities are like online platform. This day, we can expand our knowledge by various online courses,
Okay.
various learning platform. And my threats are limited network opportunities with the people from industries. And second threat is communication skill related to technology, because technology is advancing day by day.
Okay. Okay.
I've written two points in each.
Okay. Right. So, Jaita,
Yes, ma'am.
I'll just repeat what you have told. So this is again for everybody. You please pay attention because you are going to help me. Sarah says a little more difficult than what I thought. Not done, not completed. Okay. Right. So strengths for Jaita would be urge to learn, thinking of hands-on solutions and presence of mind. Her weakness is learning gap due to personal commitments, lack of motivation, and procrastination. Her opportunities are online courses, and her threats are limited network opportunities and communication related to tech. Right?
Right, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So with this SWOT, can you tell me how much will you rate Jaita on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest? I want everybody to put your ratings in the chat window. How much would you rate? Okay, we have 5, 9, 6, 8, 8. Ichacha says 10. Okay. 7, 8, 6, 7.5, 9, 7, 7, 6, 7. Okay. 9. All right. So the highest score that we have got is from Ichacha. Ichacha, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
No, it's Icha.
Oh, okay. Icha. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
So sorry.
No problem. Thank you.
So, Icha, you are given 10, and Shipali, you have scored her 5. Okay. So from Icha, I would first want you to tell me, based on her strengths, what are some of the opportunities for Jaita Datta that you see, and why have you given her a 10?
Actually, I'm completely agree with Cheta. I am facing the same problem regarding sort opportunities and strength and my weakness, because I also lack in self motivation, and my opportunities are also matches with Cheta, that is online stuff, because I live in a rural area, and I am also not very technical sound these days. So I completely agree with the Jeta, and then so I give her 10.
Okay. Shipali, why have you given her half marks, 5?
Yeah, hi, Bijan.
Right.
So my why I have given 5 is because what I feel is Jaita has 50% already in her court and 15% she has to achieve, right? So she has to come to 10 still, so that 50% what needs to be achieved comes in that remaining 5.
Okay. So for me, when I look at Jaita's SWOT, I feel the SWOT is incomplete. Okay. Because your strengths, Jaita, has to be your technical skills. You have not mentioned anything. You have not mentioned your education. That is also your strength. You have not mentioned your previous experience. That is also your strength. Your strengths should be directly converting into opportunities. For example, if communication is someone's strength and they have teaching background in the past, or they have experience working with Python or Java in the past, then for them opportunities will be Python Java trainer, or they can enhance their Python Java skills and also take up other opportunities which are available. So your strengths, all this is not measurable. Is this measurable? Can you measure presence of mind? Can you measure urge to learn on a scale? No. So I'm looking at all measurable items when you put in your strengths. Is this clear for everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So please put everything that you're good at. You don't have to feel bad, or you don't have to restrict yourself saying that you're, trying to speak more about your strengths. Your strengths should go on and on and on. In one of the session, there was one person who gave me 25 strengths. So you have to sit down with yourself and do this. When it comes to weakness, so Jaita, you have to rework on your SWOT, and everybody who has written similar fashion, you have to rework. Now when you are asked to mark someone, okay, score someone, then you are not going to score someone based on your personal understanding with them. So Icha, you said that you both are sailing in the same boat, so you gave her 10 on 10, right?
Yes.
So why I'm
Yes.
telling you this is, in future you might be asked to score people. That time you have to keep the common thing in mind. So commonly what the strengths stand for. I told you that we want technical skills should be a part of strengths. So when technical skills are missing, you cannot derive on any opportunity for her. Jaita, what is your specialization you have taken for this sessions?
RPA and big data.
Sorry,
IPA, sorry, robotic
RPA
and
and
big data.
big data.
I'm
Correct?
from teaching background, so I want to take AI and IPA, but they said AI is filled up,
Okay.
so I took big data and IPA.
Okay, so you are from teaching background, so you can definitely become a trainer, a technical trainer, if you wish to. So these are some of the opportunities will come out if you give me, if you had given me your technical skills as well, right?
I have other points in my mind also, but I have not written. I
Yeah,
thought it
please write it down. Please write it down. It's very important.
like in 11th standard, I took both biology and maths, so I can prove that I have that urge to learn.
Okay. So see, when we are looking at experience or when we are looking at a person, we are looking at that person max to max for last 6 months to 1 year or 2 years. Beyond
Right.
that, any experience or beyond that, any learnings will become not applicable now, because we are in a world where everything is changing so quickly, and especially in technology, right?
Yes.
So your weakness, learning gap, you're anyways filling this through the Hershakti program. Motivation and procrastination. Procrastination is something you have to all fight on your own. So how do you overcome procrastination is to create a to-do list. Every day, when you get up in the morning and you start your sessions or you start studying, you have to first have your to-do list. So today I am going to complete this module, and that has to be completed on that day. So initially, don't be very harsh on yourself. Just give small goals. We learned that in goal setting. So procrastination is a huge problem because your deadline will be very far. Your deadline is 3 months, right? To finish this program. So your deadline is far, but you have to keep smaller milestones, achieve them, and keep rewarding yourself for achieving those milestones. Now, your opportunities will stem out from your technical courses, your threads, limited network opportunities. So now you have a huge networking opportunities. So Sarah is asking how many weaknesses do we write on? All the weaknesses that you think you have, there is no numbering to it. And communication related to tech. So Jaita, when you are working now, okay, sorry, when you are doing this workshop, with the learnings, your communication will increase. I'll just give you a very simple example. Okay. Now, all of us tie laces, right? We have tied laces in our life.
Right.
Right. So if you have to instruct somebody to tie lace, is it easy for you or difficult?
We can tie our laces, but it is difficult to teach my son how to tie laces.
Yeah. So how do you teach someone who does not know how to tie laces?
We have to show them first how to tie
Yeah.
laces.
Right. So the same thing you have to apply in your own life. Okay. You have to learn how to communicate. So instead of showing people, next time when your son is asking something, instead of showing it to him, try to communicate that to him verbally. That is how your communication will increase. Everybody,
Okay.
because when we are in tech, you are talking to a layman, you have to make them understand in their language. If you're talking about some code or something, I will not know because I don't know ABC of tech. So that is what you need to increase. Okay. We have some questions here. Roshni says, what all should be included in opportunities and threats? So opportunities will stem out from your strengths. So whatever are your strengths, that will automatically give you your opportunity. So if RPA is your strength, then you can take any role which has RPA involved in it. And your threats can be something that is external. Okay, so it can be changing policies, new technologies coming in, freshers on board, your career gap, all this can be threats. So somebody's written in Hindi, Bimal Patel, Chief Architect, Central Vista Project. Okay, so I don't know who has written this in the chat. Okay. All right, so with this, we come to the end of SWOT. Any questions anybody has on SWOT? Is this clear for everybody? So we have spent again more time on SWOT because you have to get this right. Any questions? Okay, so let's move on. Is this audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
So my top career tip for women in tech is to surround yourself with incredible role models. I think one of the best things that I've found for myself in my career at Google and my career broadly has been learning from and surrounding myself with incredibly smart, talented, motivated people. And these are people who lift me up, who champion me, and who give me the opportunity to champion and lift up others.
Know how to overcome imposter syndrome. I face it every day, but I have learned to really focus on the value that I bring. Maybe you're scared that you're not technical enough or you don't fit this idea of what someone in tech should be, but that changes every single day and we're redefining it as women.
Bring your whole self. Don't worry about what in tech is supposed to mean. I used to be a photographer, used to shoot a lot of concerts in a pit with a lot of men. And what I learned by navigating that scenario, I feel like is very applicable to my day-to-day life now.
A career tip that I feel like has been told to me and that I've tried to pass along to others is this idea of following your curiosity. So rather than mapping out like a perfect, 5-year plan or pursuing a particular title, more so kind of paying attention to that little voice inside your head that says like something is really interesting, and kind of pursuing projects that feed that curiosity.
When you work in tech, you are so lucky for many reasons, but one is that so many fields and verticals can benefit from tech. So advantage number one is that you can work in so many different fields and on so many different problems. And of course, advantage number two is that if you work in tech, because you have this unique perspective that's so valuable, you're very hireable, right? You can work in a lot of different places.
I have a tip on how to overcome the I'm not enough fear when applying to your dream job. The solution is building a skills-based resume rather than a timeline. Empathy has taught me that people need to really quickly understand if they should call a candidate up or not within the first 30 seconds of reviewing a resume. So really save your detailed experiences for interviews and only share a few relevant items that make employers curious to learn more about you.
My one tip for women in tech: just don't be afraid of trying different technologies and roles. You might surprise yourself with what you find and what you like.
Get comfortable talking about your work. So many of us have this mental hurdle of, am I bragging? Is it too much? Should I be talking about myself? Shouldn't my work be talking about myself? But the reality is, we are great cheerleaders of others. We talk at length about their accomplishments, and we need to be equally good at talking about our own work.
To value your own perspective. And remind yourself often. It's super easy to get into that comparison trap, but a difference is not a weakness.
If you're not happy with the current way of working or with the culture of our society, and you want to be the one to initiate the change, my strategy is to set your mindset to be curious and optimistic and stay persistent with what you believe.
Embrace changes as they come and be prepared for any opportunities that may come by so that you're always ready to take on new opportunities.
Do not fear, be brave. Women belong in tech. Do not let anyone make you think otherwise.
All right. So what are your key takeaways from this video that you just saw?
Building up skill-based resume, an optimistic takeoff from the thing. And I have a doubt in these things. See, I am from non-technical background and having an experience as a faculty, teacher, whatever, so good in communication. Now, coming to a technical field, how I will be welcomed with a zero experience and theoretical knowledge?
So that again depends on your performance, and also it depends on what kind of company you're choosing. We are going to come to that in a bit. Okay.
Okay, fine.
I will just answer your question, Vidya. Okay.
Yeah.
So what Vidya is asking is how she will be accepted in the technical field now, correct? What is your specialization that you have taken, Vidya?
AI and M.
Okay. And so why have you chosen this AIML?
Initially, I am a software engineer. I got a degree from JNIT, but never used software skill anywhere. I was a computer teacher. As you know, teacher is going to repeat and work with whatever is there for years together.
Yeah.
So, and IT industry is totally different, which I have not seen yet. I'm good in coordination, and I'm just looking for a project manager role, so that I can balance both technical as well as the theoretical soft skills.
Okay. So when it comes to a project manager, okay, what is your understanding of a project manager? What does a project manager do?
He is a what do you call the person who is going to report. He is going to bridge the gap between all the stakeholders. He's going to access everything, right from the budgeting. No, right from doing project charter till the closure of the thing. He has to handle environment, people, as well as the process, and so many things going on in and around the world actually has to be taken care. So as a project manager, if I get inside a software company, I don't know whether they will accept me, right? So I may know the software, but where it starts, where it ends.
Yeah. So firstly, when you are managing something, you should first know in and out of it completely. Because when you're managing people, people can just, give reasons. Maybe if it's a deadline and the person is not come up or something goes wrong, then as a project manager, you should be able to put your foot first and finish those tasks. Okay. So you start as a team member first. When you start as a team member, you will know the nitty-gritties of things. You should always start from the grassroots because this is something that you have never done. So when you are looking at just becoming a project manager, okay. Yes, Vidya, you want to say something? You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Not only in the software field I'm looking for, it's in the any way, like I'm very much interested in educational development. And so I was a teacher for 8 years and I worked for universities. So I'm very much towards educational thing, which is going
then you can always look at becoming a technical trainer.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, the reason being you already have the background of education. You already know how to talk to students, how to manage students, assignments, assessments, all that you have done. Right? So you can approach companies that are into technical trainings and be a technical trainer. Because project management is a huge thing. You have to manage a lot of expectation. You have to listen from the client also, and you have to listen from your team also. And when you are not aware of certain things, people can just, give you unwanted reasons which you cannot, decide whether it is right or wrong. So if your heart lies in education, then just do that. A technical trainer is a good option for you, right? And you are learning AI ML now.
Yes.
So learn from the point of view of how you can teach people. Say people will come, students will come. You can have your own institute for AI ML, right? So you can have certain people from the same cohort, like-minded women. You can start your own technical training institute only. What do you require for that? You don't require anything. One registration of that company, and everything is done online. So why you want to even work for someone? You'll need require one digital marketing intern. You pay, you don't even have to pay interns. Only if you give them a certificate, they will work for you for 2 or 3 months. Make a digital presence and start your own training institute. Vidya tech trainings or whatever you want to name it.
Yeah, I used to start it with a Vidya Sangam Sama web page for the schools.
Yeah.
10th standard SSLC students, and the links will take it to the videos. But actually, I have a lot of failures, history of failures. That is one of among them.
Let us not call it failures. You have a history of experience, and
Yeah.
that experience will definitely help you now.
Yes.
Okay, so now you know when you start your company, if you're going to start, you know what are things you shouldn't not be doing.
Correct.
Right? That is most important. When you're starting a company or you're doing something on your own, you more than knowing what you should do, you should know what you shouldn't do. Because when you know what you shouldn't do, you're saving a lot of money.
Correct. Exactly.
So a lot of opportunities are there. You can explore that. Moving on to dream company. Now, all of you have a dream company, isn't it? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Can all of you put your dream company's name in the chat? Google, Infosys, Springboard, Meta, Infosys, Amazon, Microsoft, Honeywell, Apple, AstraZeneca, Sisal, Amadeus, Apple, Microsoft, Infosys. Okay, right. Zoho, Mang, Microsoft, Equiva. Okay. So you all have your dream companies listed. That's a very good thing. Now, what you have to do is firstly define your own priorities. Now, somebody is telling working with Microsoft or Google or Infosys or whatever it is. First, put down your priorities. What kind of job you want to have in this company? Is it full-time, part-time? What is it that, because we learned in goal setting that you have to plan your life. At the end of 20 or 25 years, you all want to be independent and wealthy, isn't it? So what is your priority? Put it down now. Do online research, company reviews of these companies. See, as much as we all want to work with MNCs, there are a lot of other companies also which are working in the similar area of tech. Okay. What I want you to do is to do a company classification. So we are not sure whether we all will get in Amazon or Google. I really wish that you get into your dream company. But there could be a company called Saskin Technologies. Okay. Google might pay you 25, 30,000 or 40,000. But Saskin Technologies is ready to give you a post and they are going to give you 55,000 rupees per month. But it is a growing company. So my request and advice to all of you is don't get stuck with the MNC or big names. As soon they hire, they can also do layoffs. So whenever you're joining a company, please do a thorough check. So if it is a company, where do you do company reviews?
Glassdoor.
Glassdoor and Ambition Box. Both you can check for reviews. You can check are these people laying off people? Have they laid off in the last 1.5 years? Okay. Then you need to firstly put down the technology that you are working or you are specializing in. Okay. You can just take a picture of this. Don't have to write. Just take a picture. Now, company size. What kind of company size you want to work with? Are you comfortable with a big, large size company? You want to work with a medium size or a small size company? Again, what is the ownership structure of that company? Is it public, private, partnership, family owned, joint venture? Normally what happens with a family owned company is there'll be only one person who will be taking the decision. And mostly you will have to make sure that you're in their good books. Now again, family owned company, and if it is a matured company, then also it is a very good thing. Can anybody tell me which is one family owned company that is doing really well?
Reliance? TCS?
Reliance, Tata? Yes. So you have to decide on which company you want to work, or when you get an offer from a company or a call from a company, pick up this chart and see all these details. Is it a B2B company, business to business? Is it a B2C company, business to consumers, or an e-commerce company? What is the stage in which this company is? Is it a startup? Is it a growth phase? Is it established, or is it a mature company? Why do you think you need to know all these details? How will it help you? Yes, Birla also. How will it help you?
It is going to help me in a lot of way. First of all, I will come to know the type of business and number of employees, and what is their if it is a public limited, what is their value in the public, and is this a chance for closing down, and what is the what do you call satisfaction from the customer side, and what is you can also look at the employee satisfaction, and then attrition. So many things are there so that I can find it out because of this. It's
Yes.
very good.
Yes, please make a note of this. Either take a picture, also it is fine. So why you need this is because it will help you again prepare for the interview also. Right? When you go for the interview, you already know that it's a private company, it's a public company, whatever. And you can tell them, yes, I have read about you very recently. You have been awarded, or you are present in so many countries. So just imagine somebody talking about your company in the interview. Will you not feel good? Right? So this is just, yes, sweetie.
Yeah, I will feel very good.
Yeah, you'll feel very good, right? So
Yes.
these are some of the ways you have to start building rapport during the interview. I'm sure Aarti is going to share a lot of other tips. I just wanted to put this one bit from my side, that how this chart is going to help you. Again, in the previous slide, we are talking about priorities. So some of you might be pressed for time. Then you cannot work with a startup, isn't it? How does a startup work? Startup has a very aggressive environment. But some of you like this aggressive environment. Some of you might like challenges. You don't like this routine, boring desk job every day going to the same desk. You like to be on toes. You want to try your new ideas. So for such people, startup is a good place. Okay. So you have to understand what is your energy. Are you a creator? Do you have a creator energy where you like to execute new ideas? You want it to be executed? Or do you have a builder energy where you are a builder? Somebody is already created something, you are helping them build that. So understand your pattern. Okay, first you need to understand what you like to do. It is not just getting a job. You need to understand whether I'm going to like this job. Otherwise, you will take the job and within 3 to 6 months, you will want to quit. So now you have got so much of experience in your life. So take a decision of getting onto a company very wisely. Okay, any questions here we have? Can we continue?
Yeah, ma'am. What is the meaning of mature company?
Matured companies, the companies which are there in the market for a longer period of time, they have settled completely. Companies like Tata, Birla, Reliance, all these are matured company.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Understood.
And established companies are companies which are just out of their growth phase. Okay, so they are just growing, but they are now established. They have a proper service and a product or service in the market. and they have good amount of clients. They are making good amount of revenue, and they are just going ahead in the market. So matured companies are 35, 40, 50 years, 60 years in the thing. Established companies can be anything between 10, 15, 20 years in the market, but doing really good. They don't have any problems,
Okay, ma'am.
right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question. Usually after how many years or in how many years it is called as a startup? Is it 10 years, 5 years? Because I have seen many companies, some companies, after 9 years also, it's still calling it a startup. Can you help me understand what is the criteria for that?
Yeah. So see, when you call yourself a startup, you are in a phase where you're still not settled. Okay. Maybe you're still working on a product or a service which is continuously evolving. That is why you call yourself as a startup. And lot of companies still want to call them as a startup because there are a lot of benefits for startups.
But is there any particular time period after 5 years or 10 years or so? I can see 10-year-old company also still calling it a startup.
Sorry, say that again.
10-year-old company also calling it a startup.
Okay, which can you name a couple of?
I can say it as one of the Byju's where I work, that is Byju's company. It is Great Learning.
Okay.
So they are still calling it a startup. That's why I'm confused there.
So isn't that a startup? It is a part of Byju's. But that might be a new wing for Byju's.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So any company that calls itself as a startup, it can be something which is new. They are in their early stages of development. So Byju's is a company which is there in the market for a long time, but this can be a new wing. Okay. And they might be working on innovation, maybe bringing in new business models or bringing in new products. And their potential for growth is another reason. Okay, maybe they are scaling up quickly. So you see, startup, they start with one person, then they hire 2 people. Then all of a sudden they start hiring. And startups they call themselves startup also on the basis of risks. So typically, startups operate in a very high and uncertain kind of risk factors they face. So they put in a lot of money, and it is not very certain that this can actually go into the market and make some money back. And if they have venture capital funding also, it is called startups. Some startups are bootstrapped, where they are not diluting their equity. When I say diluting their equity, would mean that they don't want anybody to invest in their startup. They are putting money from themselves, their savings, or they are taking money. They are having people from the family fund their startup. So these are some of the criteria for a startup.
Okay, Vijay. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. This is Ankita. I wanted to ask you something. So, after my graduation in 2021, I started working for, startup. I was working as a freelancer for a financial consultancy firm. I was working as a sales executive. And after that, I'm now working for another Instagram page where I am working as a sales executive only. But I don't know how to, stop this loop and do something else. I'm doing better there, and I want to become a stock market maybe trainer. Yeah, maybe I'm not sure. So I'm just confused. What should I do further in my career?
Okay, so Ankita, have you done your SWOT?
Not properly, ma'am.
Okay, so see, these kind of confusions will arise. That's why we wanted to do your SWOT. So first you put all your strengths. Okay.
Yes.
From the strengths, we can derive your opportunities. You want to get into stock market, right?
Yes, ma'am. I worked as a sales executive in a stock market consultancy firm.
You are working with them?
I'm currently working for an Instagram page as a freelance.
Your voice is not very clear for me. You're
Ma'am,
currently?
Yeah, I'm working for an Instagram page.
Okay.
Yeah, as a freelancer, as a sales executive.
Okay. And what is the specialization you have taken here?
AI/ML and cybersecurity.
Okay. So, are you liking these courses?
Of course, I am liking it. I completed design thinking course. I really liked it, and then I completed a goal setting course. I liked the course. Yeah, I enjoyed completing the course. I learned so much with these videos.
Got it. So, Ankita, see, what I would like to tell you is first try to do your SWOT, understand your strength areas. There is a difference between liking and being strong at it. Right? So I might like something. I like painting, but that is not my strong area. I like singing, but if I sing, I might gather crowd to see who is singing, but not for appreciation. Like, so we like doing something, and there can be certain strong points that we have. So please sit down and write what are your strong areas. So
Yeah, but
you're
when I was working with this stock market consultancy firm and now for a stock market trader, so clients praise me like, you have a good communication skills. Maybe you should do MBA, and yeah, you are very good at communication skills. Even my seniors have praised that you have good communication skills. But I'm really not sure. I mean, I have like done good sales for these companies, but sometimes I face this existential crisis. Am I doing it right? What I'll do in my future? I mean, I can't keep working for these small companies. So yeah,
so if you feel like that, Ankita, then with the kind of knowledge that you have right now, okay, become a freelancer for some time, or you can do freelancing for everything that you are liking and see what gives you happiness. That option you have. You can have a stable job and you can take a freelancing maybe for stock market or sales or whatever you're doing, and explore that. Until you explore something, you will not know whether it's working for you or not. And don't get into this idea. We all get into this idea of I want to do it right. Okay, you get into it with an idea of I want to experience it. When you get into that idea, then you will experience it. Whether it works for you or not, that is a secondary thing. So try first. Only when you try, you will understand. Do your SWOT first. Okay? Thank you. So job description, this is a very important aspect. This will be again taken care by in the interview session. Just want to put a word that your job description is very important and it should align exactly with your, what do you say, your resume. Yes, Sarah, you have a question?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
You said try to freelance and check. May I know like how is this freelancing working? Because I am not very familiar with it, like which sites to approach and where to put up and all that stuff, ma'am.
So there are a lot of freelancer sites. There's Fiverr. There is a site called Fiverr. Okay, there people put in their quote as a freelancer, maybe content creation or UX, UI design. So when you go to Google and check for freelancer job sites, you will get a lot of them.
And in case we are still, since we are new to this, if we mess it up, will it not be putting a bad impression for the customers towards us?
What messing up you're talking about? In the sense
In case, some project they just approach us with, and we have a little like experience, but not the part where they want us to work with. And in case something
then you
goes
should not
wrong,
take that up. See,
okay.
initially take up something that you will be able to do end to end correctly. Right?
Okay.
If you are
Right.
unsure, then don't take up, because I think on Fiverr people pay you in dollars.
Okay. Okay.
So you can take up internship opportunities that some companies are giving, or you can learn, you can pick up a job. Learn, first thing, most important is to learn and get into the corporate world. So when you get in, then you will learn further. There'll not be any challenges.
Okay, thank you so
But
much,
don't
ma'am.
take up somebody and take up some work and do half-baked job. That's not advisable. Because
that was
people
what
go
I'm
on
afraid
social
of.
media and talk. So you don't want to get yourself into that.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Right. So please make sure that your job descriptions are in line with your resume.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I do have a small question.
I want you all to do this small activity now. Is it visible for everybody? So write the names of the technology you're specializing in on top of the page. And then on the contact list of your phone, from the contact, write down 5 names of people who are working in similar technology and whom you can connect for a job. And write 5 names of people whom you can look up for mentorship or advice. I want you to do it now. I see Vidya is smiling.
I don't know anybody.
No, you will know. Open your contact list.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do this. Are we done? Okay. So after you are done with this, the reason I want you to do this activity is after the session, please send a message, a WhatsApp message or a normal message to all these people, informing them that you are working, you are doing this course with Hershakti course, and you are learning with Infosys, and very soon you will be looking for jobs. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am. This activity is very interesting.
Yes, because though we have like hundreds, not hundreds, I would say thousands of contacts, we don't approach anybody. But these names and numbers that you've written in the book, you have to approach them today. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And tell them, just inform them that what you're doing. That's it. I'm so excited to share that I want to restart my career, and I got this amazing opportunity from Herky, and I have joined their Hershakti program, and maybe send the link of the Hershakti program.
Okay, ma'am.
And keep in touch with these people.
Okay.
So you can tell them, can you just help me if I have any questions? Can I ask you? Nobody is going to tell you no. They will tell
No.
yes. And then slowly, when you build a rapport, also the job things you can talk.
Yes, ma'am. I got too many supports from these people.
Yeah. So just do this.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So
Okay.
let's start to build a profile network and build ourselves. So firstly, what is important is to build your own support system. So the professional support system will come into play when you start working. So when you start working, don't stop networking. See, you will get a job. Then do you want to stick on to that same position, same job for years together? You might not want to. So network with people. Okay. Share what you have done. Second thing is mentorship. So when you go into a job, okay, when you take up a job, you might find your managers, your senior managers, tell them that, sir, can you, or madam, can you become my mentor? I'm really very appreciative of your skills. So build a rapport. And these are the people whom you can fall back on when you have some crisis situation back home. So build a very good network at office. Professional development is again a very important criteria. Don't be like Nokia, thinking I got a job, now I don't want to learn, then you'll become like Nokia. Nokia thought I have so many, all consumers are buying only Nokia. Ha, I will do good. And it just failed because it didn't upgrade itself. Right? So it's a huge example for us. Uh, supportive workplace, we have to check for a workplace which is supportive. And peer support group. So in your own offices, okay, have your own peers. So there will be people like you, or you might bond on some, there could be some commonalities, like either you are mothers, or you have children of the same age, or you are coming from the same location, or you are talking the same language. So some commonalities, we women are very good with it. Okay, we will find some common factor and we will become friends. So this peer support group is very important, because when you join a company, you might, because of the gap that you have, you might want to learn new things. But again, I want to warn you people, please don't get into any office politics and don't become a victim to it. People might want to use your name and speak about somebody else. So don't involve in office gossip, but other healthy relationships and healthy support that you're getting from your peers is important. Back home, family and friends for personal support, self-care and self-awareness. You need to know when it's when you're not feeling well. Right? So today morning, one of my friend had put this quote. When it is raining, butterflies don't come out because they know that their wings will get damaged. So we all are butterflies. We need to know when we need to take rest. So that's important. Otherwise, when you keep pushing yourself, say you have a headache for one day and you're pushing yourself for 1 week, that headache will become migraine. Then you might have to take a longer sick leave. Correct? So think about things like that, keeping the end in mind. Childcare support, partner support, again, important. If you have children who are still dependent on you, then what will you do after getting a job? So support you have to get now. And then community resources. In the community, there could be moms groups, senior citizen groups where you can, if you have senior citizens at home, you can get them involved in such groups, self-help groups, women's groups, all that. So this essential tech skills, you already know these things because this is something that already you are working on. Now we move on to the Herky platform. How many of you are there on the Herky platform? How many of you are there in the Herky platform? Okay, I've got 10 responses, 12 responses. Okay, that's great. So what I'll do is I'll walk you through the platform. Not through a PowerPoint, but directly I will walk you through that. So that makes more sense, right? So you log into herky.com, or some of you would have joined jobsforher.com.
Yes.
So very soon it is going to move to Herky completely. Okay, so here we have opportunities, learning, and communities. Under the opportunities tab, we have apply for jobs and follow companies. So now when you say apply for jobs, okay, it will take you to this tab. You see here, it says jobsforher.com because these pages will then be moved completely to Herky. That's not a problem. There are 10,000 companies that Herky has. Now, when you look at these jobs, the ones that are marked in red are called hot jobs. Okay, these are the companies that have recently updated that they're looking for people. And if you look at this, this is a returnship program. So imagine world with zero vehicle accidents, blah, blah, blah. Every day we move closer to making that world reality. So Aptiv's passion team of engineers and developers create advanced safety systems, high performance electrification solutions, and data connectivity solutions so that automakers can bring advanced capabilities to more people around the globe. This is how we enable sustainable mobility and help to prevent accident caused by human error. So what will be your role? Okay, so anybody in the automotive, you know that, then this will be for you. So what is the background they are looking for? MTech, electronic computer science, AI, ML, robotics with an experience of 3 to 12 years. But you can still apply for this role if, you know, and see what they come back to you. Now, like that, here there are so many jobs, but how would you know which job is for you? On the left side, we have a filter. So you can add your keywords. You can search by skills, search by company, select city, which city. If you are ready to work full time or face to face, then you can select a city, or you can also select work from home and just say refine without giving any information. There are 156 matching job results. Which ones will match? You can still narrow down your search. Okay, how many of them are in tech? I'm also not sure. There are something called online tutor is there. Somebody who wants to do technical tutoring. So this is something that you can explore for the jobs. Then we have companies. You can follow companies. So all of you have your dream companies, right? So still further check is required on Google. Based on whatever is your requirement, you can still go ahead and check on Google. So here, when you follow a company, you will keep getting updates of how many active jobs are there. Okay, so this is something that you can check. Then we have the learning options where we have courses. So you anyways are on the Hershakti platform, but apart from that, anything else that you would like to do, learn, resume writing anyways is there for you. So you can explore the courses that we have. You can take expert services from coaches. So that is something that you can do. And then we have communities. So communities are places where we are talking a lot about networking. So here you can join groups. And we have Herky Gold Club. So Herky Gold Club is a paid club where women risers are there. We meet, we share lot of master classes happen on the Gold Club where you'll learn a lot. There are both entrepreneurs, there are women leaders, there are risers like you, lot of people on the Hershakti Gold Club, and you will get access to networking through the Gold Club. Now we have something called the app. Okay. You all can download the Hershakti app. The iOS, the Apple users will not be able to download because we are working on it. The Android users will be able to download that. Again, on the Hershakti portal, we have something called the resume drop. Here, you can update your resume, whichever is your current resume. You can just update your profile. Okay. And say upload. Okay, I have to give a name. So here you see, I can upload at least 5 resumes. Because we might have, different things that we want to highlight. So why I have been a data analyst in the past. So in this resume, most of my data analysis skills are updated. So if I'm applying for a job that is for a data analyst, I don't have to change. I can just update this. Or if I'm updating for an L&D expert, I can just update this, right? So that's about the Hershakti portal. Rest is all self-explanatory. I want to walk you through the app. So this is the Hershakti app. Does it remind you of anything? So this is the home screen. Here in the home screen, everybody who has put up the post, you see you have love, agree, congrats, care, good luck, wow. So these options are not there in any other portal. Okay. So here you can see everybody who has post things. Then we have an option called network. So here you will know how many people you're following, how many followers you have, and how many connections you have. Okay, you can come down and you can start following people. Okay, whoever is your connection, you can connect with them and follow them. Then we have a create option. Here you can create, you can share your views. Like a post, you can put in either an image, copy an image, you can put in a video, or you can put in use a poll. Okay. Under the create, you can also celebrate. What you can celebrate? You can celebrate your certifications. You can celebrate, I have completed 1 year at this company. Whatever occasion of celebration, you can just celebrate. They have beautiful templates here. We can use this, any template. And you can put the celebration post. You can ask anything. If you want to ask a question. Post it, it will go to everyone at Hershakti. And you can ask this question, people will respond to you. And then you can also create a discussion. Now, this discussion need not be created by somebody who is a coach or a trainer. You can create a normal discussion. Say, Sona feels that she wants to know how to network, or Sona feels she wants to know any topic. Maybe she wants to discuss how to take care of my pet. I have a dog, and so everybody who has a dog and who is taking care of a dog or a pet, they will get into this discussion. Discussion is for general discussions that you want to have. People can show interest and you can start the discussion. You can set up a date for discussion. You can set up a time. This date and time you can pick up based on your time and date that you have. If people are free at that time, they will join. Okay. So this is about how you can create a discussion. So under create, we have covered everything. Then we have groups. So like I was telling, it is very important that we are part of groups. Okay, so there are so many groups, career in BPO, career in sales and marketing, career in Chennai, career in banking, women's creatives. So you can join the groups. Many groups are in formation also. And then discussions. When you click on discussions, you will see people are just putting discussions. Now you see Pet Lovers Connect. Okay, by Harshita, and there are 13 people who are part of it. And today at 4:30 p.m. they have this. Then we have Ankita Chaurasia, basic theme creation in Microsoft PowerPoint, working in a startup versus working in corporate. This is by one of the Hershakti team members. Then yesterday I created one. I can share the link to this. So this is something that I have created, right? And when you click on the picture, sorry, if I go back. Okay, so we have covered all this. Now, when you want to click on your profile, you will see that there is jobs, companies, events, what events you want to be a part of. You can be a part of events here. Why should you be a part of events? How will it help you?
For networking.
Yes, for net. So some of the events are paid, some of the events are offline, some of the events are online. So you can check your availability and join the events. Then learning we have already taken care of, right? So this is my profile. It will ask you for your basic informations. And say I created a poll yesterday. Do women in leadership roles spend effort in networking? So 64% of people say yes, and 36% of people say no, right? So this poll is open. So now I can also view all my activities. I created discussion yesterday. Before that, sometime back, I have put this post. Then this is one workshop. So like that, we finished 50 RHA cohorts. So I celebrated that occasion through this. RHA is Restarter Academy. Again with Hershakti, I'm a coach there as well, right? So posting makes you, I celebrated this occasion where I learned the Microsoft Power Up program. I completed that course, right? So you have to be active on this platform because here this is a platform only for women. We have other platforms also. We have LinkedIn, correct? It's another platform. But why should we grow this platform? Can anybody tell me? How will this platform help you?
Like-minded people?
Yes.
Especially for women.
Yes. This is the only women platform available. Right? So make use of this platform. So again, I have just put in, this is how this will look for you on your mobile phone. So I showed you the desktop version. This is how it will look on your mobile phone. So that people who are using from the mobile also can have a look. It's the same thing. What I showed you on desktop, right? So this is something I want you people to do. Find a mentor for yourself, find a job that you want to apply on Hershakti, and one group that you would like to follow on Hershakti. Okay, so I'm just going to stop sharing and I will just show you how to find a mentor because I think I missed showing that to you. So here, when you come here, you have an option called mentors. Okay, So for now, if you go to jobsforher.com, you will find this option very easily here called mentors. So why do you need mentors? You need mentors, somebody who is doing work in your area. So if you're learning big data, then you can find a mentor who is already doing something in big data, and they keep sharing things, so you'll be learning from them. When you apply for a job through Jobs for Her, now some of you might tell me that we kept applying, we never heard back, right? So that could also do with your resume bit. So we have an exclusive resume session by Rajat. He will tell you the do's and don'ts of a resume, how to put your career gap. Some of you might be getting a lot of calls from recruiters. Okay, but the moment you tell them that you have a career break, they will not take your resume ahead. So instead of going through that, we are going to put it in our resume itself. So that is what you will be learning. Okay, so when you apply for a job, you get an email from our end saying that you applied for a job. If your profile is viewed, also you'll get an email that your profile is viewed. If your profile is shortlisted, you'll get an email saying that your profile is shortlisted. And if you're not hearing back after your interview, or if you're selected, you'll get a congratulatory email if we understand from the partner that you have got selected. Right? So at every step, you will get an email from our end. This is to ensure that the candidate who has applied for a job is kept aware of. Okay. Few strategies that all of you can follow is prioritizing keywords. This will happen in your resume session. Profile maintenance. So it's not that once you have finished creating the resume, you are done. Whenever you're doing something, you have to keep adding that to your profile. You have to maintain your profile. Network expansion, prepare for interview, align with your goals, focus on relevance, highlight achievement, customize application, and stay persistent. Tips for successful job search, this you already know. So networking, interview, resume, goal setting, job opportunities, all these sessions are there for you. You already finished goal setting and job opportunity session with me. Upcoming will be resume and networking. There are 2 types of networking sessions that you will be having. So it's now time for you to become more open and come out of your shell. So the most important decision or the correct decision you take only when you're in discomfort. If you are in your comfort zone, then you will be there only. You will not be able to come out of it. So guiding rules for anybody is build your network before you need it. Build a quality relational network and not a quantity relational network. And think aspirational. 6 things that will help you in your job search. First is assessment of your own skills, knowledge, passion. So we had a question in the session today. I think Ankita, you asked the question, right? What should I do? So assessing your skills, knowledge, passion, what are the job opportunities available? What kind of company culture, management style you are ready to work with? Assess all that first. Data collection of what you want. Research, then presentation is very important. How you present yourself. Maybe your verbal pitch, your profiles, your resumes. Goal setting, interview strategies, and self-evaluation. When you do all this, this will take you ahead in your job search. You all can take a picture of this. What I want you all to do right now is to download the app. Now, you all will be able to access the app after the 12th of this month. Okay, but this is something I want you to do. Find a mentor for yourself on Herky, one job that you want to apply on Herky, and one group you would like to follow on Herky.
Bijal, can you just present the slide which you asked us to take a screenshot? I missed that.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, thank you. Got it.
Hi, I have a small question.
Yes, please.
As someone asked me at the beginning of this session, I'm from a design agent background. I'm working as a social media manager
Okay.
from past 8 years.
Okay.
Though I was in designing, but I was actually not intended to, but due to my family problems, I was forced to do the job of that. I'm actually having a BCA grad. I'm a BCA graduate.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get into technical side, so I have chosen data science. And while researching on it, I have come across this Hershakti program. Then I joined this. So right now I'm trying to upskill all the things, whatever is needed for to become a data scientist.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to learn Tableau, Power BI, Python. Meanwhile, big data and cybersecurity from Hershakti.
Mm.
So as I know, all these are required to become a data scientist. But I have a small question in my mind that do they really consider me? Because though I have 12 years of experience, it's nothing towards becoming a data scientist.
Mm.
Only the skills which I learned today will be useful, but I don't know whether they is it be acceptable or not acceptable.
See, Surya, what I would like to say is your previous experience will not matter anymore because that was not in the line of data science. So you are
Yes.
starting fresh.
Mm.
Right? So you will be considered as a fresher in this particular field. So you
Yes.
should be open to taking up the fresher role or a role where you're supporting in the team. So you will not be able to use the previous experience. Your previous experience in the corporate will be helpful for you in terms of your soft skills and other behavioral aspects. Like you will know how to write an email, you will know how to connect, you will know how to speak. You are not like a fresher.
Yes.
If you take a college graduate, that's the difference between you and him or her.
Yes.
Right? So at this point, don't think of whether you'll be accepted or you'll not be accepted. At this point, just think that you're learning and you will get it. Because
So only thing is usually whenever the recruiters come and see the resume, they definitely go for the freshers. In the sense, fresh pass out, like 2023 pass outs or 2024. I'm a pass out from 2008.
no,
So
that's
that
so
really
good, yeah.
matters, right?
See, that will not matter. You are still having an edge over the freshers because you will be staying in the company. When they hire freshers, they work for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and they quit. That is the edge that you all have over freshers. That's what you need to put across in an interview. When people tell that, we can hire a fresher, why should we hire you?
Yes.
So you can tell, yeah, you can hire a fresher, but I already have corporate experience, so I know how to behave in a corporate environment, and I'm here to stay.
Mm.
So that's how you can mitigate that threat. Yesterday, I have put in a LinkedIn post on how people from different generations actually they think, and if you have a team of people from different generations, how you can manage.
I do agree with you because recently the new generation is totally fast, like fast and furious there actually. They expect growth in a very short while and not sustainable too. They're like just instead of upskilling, they're over aggressive actually
Yeah.
while behaving as well.
They feel they know it all and they can do it all. See, they are very tech savvy, so they find easy ways out.
Yes.
Yes, age is sometimes a factor when it comes to freshers job, but now a lot of companies are taking women returnees, so it should not be a problem. Shruti Ravinarayan ma'am, can you revise the slides again? Which slides are you talking about, Shruti? Which slides? Can you just let me know in how to join as a fresher in finance domain? Okay. So finance domain is quite different, right? Do you have a finance background? If you have a finance background and some work experience, then you can join the finance domain. And when you tell finance, finance itself is very huge. What are you talking about? Particularly which domain? So Shruti, you saying job strategy, ma'am. So is it this slide you're talking about, Shruti? I'm waiting to hear from Shruti. This one? Are you talking about this one, Shruti? Okay, so she just wants a walkthrough of these slides. So job search strategies, what you need to do is prioritize keywords, maintain your profile, expand your network. So today you will not know that these people will be able to give you a job, but at least you're in touch with these people, right? So if not them, their network will help you. Okay. Align with your goals, focus on relevance, highlight achievement, customize application. So your interview application networking, we have sessions for that. And see, you have finished the course in 3 months. In 3 months, you finish the course, right? Start doing the background research of whom you can network with from now. And don't be hard on yourself. It is not that you finish the course and the next day you will get a job. So you have to give yourself some time and be persistent on this. Keywords, expanding your network. Yes, Sarah, you have a question?
Yeah, ma'am. Similar to what Surya said, I'm not actually having a different kind of background, but I had experience with backend for Finacle, and it was like I had SQL and J2E as my background, and I want to transit to business analysis. Since they have both SQL in common, will it be considered as something that I have experience in, or it's something that is completely different is what is counted, ma'am?
See, if it is something that is now it is again depending on company to company. Okay. If you are able to, when you get a job description, okay, you will definitely know SQL, what kind of SQL they are looking for. If you do some research, you will be able to understand that is it the same SQL level that you have done in the past that they are seeking now. If it is the same, then you can definitely show that this is one common thread and you already have experience in SQL.
Okay. Okay.
That I'm sure you will know when you see the job description and you do some company research with the product that they are in and what kind of clients they have. So with that, you will get an idea of the projects.
Okay. And another thing is, I wanted to ask is, I had some documentation experience and putting up some what is that? Things into the graphs, like whatever the key points were there, I used to make it into the graphs and present it to the manager. So that can also be considered as a part of an whatever little experience, not even though it is not entire part of my job, it can be showed up as a part of experience, right, ma'am?
See, whatever you have done can be a part of your experience. But mostly when you get a job description, try to make your resume in line with the job description. Especially your technical skills should completely match with whatever is asked in the job description. And then apart from that, these are all small soft skills, which you can also, speak of when you are talking in the interview.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, so job search strategies, these are the 6 key areas that one can focus for your for understanding what kind of job you want, for making it from job search to interview and then taking up a job, right? So yes, I have one question. I hope I answered your question, Shruti. So Nandini says she has done her BCom in financial management and she wants to work in a fintech. So see, when did you finish your BCom? And what was your previous job experience, Nandini? Can you please unmute yourself and speak? Okay, I'm not getting response from her. Well, so if you have something that you've done in your BCom level, okay, it's a long story, right? And a lot of things have changed from there on. So if you want to work with a fintech, you have to get into a fintech at the fresher level, and then you have to move up the ladder. But if you have already done something in the tech in the past, then you can definitely use that to uh, find a job which is higher than a fresher level job.
Ma'am, I have a small question,
Yes,
Ankita.
Ankita.
Yes, ma'am. So I just
We'll
wanted
take
to
this
know.
last question because we are nearing the closure. Yes, please
Yes,
ask.
ma'am, just a small question. I just wanted to know, should we start exploring the application hierarchy right now when applying for the job opportunities, or first we should complete the program for which we have applied on hierarchy?
Okay, what do you all want to say to this?
Uh,
I would recommend you to wait, complete your program. Okay, because if you start applying now, you don't have any substantial certificate or anything to show. So now what you can do is you can start researching about your dream company. Okay, pay attention to completing this course. Then you will also have, there's an event called Spotlight. You also have an event called networking. So here you will definitely meet people, you will get time to network. So I would not recommend you to apply for jobs right now. I would recommend you to finish the course, grab all the valuable certifications, then go out in the market. You'll have a better say. Okay? Yes. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. So I thank all of you for, being such a lovely audience. I hope the session was helpful for everybody. Please, please, please do your SWOT because that is something that will give you a lot
Hi,
of
ma'am.
clarity. Yes.
Sorry for disturbance.
No, please tell me.
I just have a question, but it's not related to this, might be. I just heard that you telling about this fever and work from home jobs. I just wanted to know, like we see most of the in Instagram and all, no, we see most of the people post that they work from home and earn so much. So just on your clarification, I just want to know if it is truly happening or we are not aware of that. So when I see people posting, like we get most of the people do the same thing, but I don't know whether it's truly happening or they just post.
I'll just tell you one simple thing, how you can find out. Most of the people are here to scam you. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So if any company is coming to you and telling you that they are going to give you loads of rupees, okay, you will make 20,000-30,000 rupees working 2 hours from home.
Yeah.
And you have to pay 5,000 rupees initially. All these are scammers. You don't have to pay to get a job.
Yes.
Okay. So just remember that. And when people say we are living such a lavish life, we are earning, working from home, you can explore that. And if it is through LinkedIn also, see, you have to first find out whether the employer is genuine.
Okay.
Okay. If you are in doubt, Just go to Google and say, can I get review for this employer?
Okay.
Somebody or the other would have got scammed, and they will definitely write a review. So
Okay.
we are in this world where everything is there on our fingertips, so we make use of that. Don't pay money to get a job. If anybody is asking you to pay money, that means it is a scam.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. LinkedIn is also, I would not say LinkedIn, everybody is a scammer, but there are people on LinkedIn who also scam. Now, there was one person in the RHA cohort who connected with me on LinkedIn, and then she connected with my connects, telling that, can you just, you need to pay this much of money and I will get you a job. So that connect of mine contacted me, then I had to block her and I also reported her to LinkedIn. So if you come across somebody like that, then you can block and report.
Ma'am, I wanted to add something.
Yes.
Yes, so LinkedIn becomes sometimes so overwhelming to me. My classmates, my seniors, my college mates, when I see them doing this, doing that, so I just feel like I'm not doing something in my life. So it just becomes so overwhelming. That's why I left using LinkedIn. And yeah, that's my problem. How can I overcome of it?
See, lot of us, this is a psychological phenomena called fear of missing out, where we see people from, different, our ex-colleagues, friends, they are doing so many things. But we are in a world where we operate in time and space. So for everything, there is a time, right? When you are cooking rice, okay, you definitely have to take 2 or 3 whistles depending on what is the rice variety. So you have to wait for that much of time. So when your time comes, then you will also be able to get your part of your success will happen, but you don't have to get overwhelmed with whatever others are doing, right? So there's no point in getting overwhelmed. Some people get things early in life and some people get it later on. So you have taken a break. Maybe the people who are there on LinkedIn, your connect, they have not taken a break. Your gain is, maybe you have taken a break for your children. So your gain is being with your children and having those beautiful memories. So you need to think of what you have gained rather than thinking of what others have gained or where others are. And definitely LinkedIn is a good platform, but I would always recommend our Herky platform because it is full of women, right? So FOMO, that is just fear of missing out. You feel that, it's a psychological problem. A lot of people are facing because of rise in social media. Recording, I don't think we'll be able to share the recording. And SWOT, Sudeepni, you'll not be able to share with me. This was a occasion where you could have shared your SWOT with me, but one-on-one, I will not be able to correct your SWOTs. Yes.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, since in the while registering for this program, they had asked us only to concentrate on 1 or 2 of the specialities that they were providing in this program.
Yeah.
So now they're like for asking for the certifications for AI and NLP and all that. Since I have not taken up the course, actually, I hadn't registered for those 2 courses. Should I still be completing those courses and submitting the certificate, or should I be waiting for the course I have registered for?
So I would request you, Sarah, to take this question to Swati, because she's the one who will be helping you with this. I will not have much details on this. Swati, can you connect with Sarah post the session?
Sure, sure, Bijal. Sarah, you can just connect to me, okay?
For sure.
After the session.
Yes.
Yeah,
Any
thank
other
you.
questions anybody has? Okay, so thank you so much for being a part of this session.
Hi, ma'am. I also have sorry to interrupt. I also have the same question because I have registered for cyber security and blockchain, but they have recommended to complete all these courses, right? Because I have not yet started. I have
You can get in touch with
heard of-
Swati post the session, Savita.
Okay,
Everybody